Hey guys, it's Elizabeth coming to you this week from outside the Tiny Fitness Studio. Since we're here to talk about all things green and sunny, we're talking about fruits and veggies this week for your week 4 Tiny Change and traffic. But if you missed weeks 1, 2, and 3, don't worry about it. Although yes, I drank my water, did you? Look, so much less puffy than week 3. Things were getting a little rough, so drink your water. But if you missed week 1, 2, or 3, you can always catch up with us at the end. We're doing 16 weeks in a row of tiny changes for your biggest results ever. Yeah? So this week's change might not sound tiny when I say it, but what I want you to go for is to eat a fruit or vegetable at every meal or snack. So every time you sit down to eat anything, I want you to include, my dog running by, a fruit or a vegetable with whatever you're eating. So even if you're sitting down to eat a handful of Cheetos, throw a piece of banana in there with it. Whatever you need to do to make sure that every time you eat, you include a fruit or vegetable, right? Ideally, it would be something more bland and more appetizing than Cheetos and a banana, but do you. So it might not sound tiny that I'm saying eat this at every meal, every time you eat, but here's what I'm trying to say. If you make this change in this way by including a fruit or vegetable every time you eat, now they're just a part of what you eat. They're a part of the way you eat. So rather than saying fruit is for breakfast, fruit is for a snack, I can eat sliced apples for a snack, but at breakfast I need to eat a banana in my cereal or berries on my oatmeal, or I don't like any of that. I'm not, just every time you eat, now it's always there. Now you're not under so much pressure to say, oh, how am I gonna get a vegetable in at dinner? Because maybe one day goes by and you don't. But the goal is that every time you eat, you include a fruit or vegetable. I'm not going to haggle with you over what is a serving. Like I said in my blog post, if there's one leaf of spinach on that piece of pizza and that's the best you can do, you tried. It's a vegetable, all right? So this tiny change is just all about getting those rainbow colors in what you eat. We need those antioxidants. Your body needs those nutrients, not just to function well and live long and prevent cancer and all of that, but to feel full. You could eat 1,100-calorie packs of baked chips or crackers or whatever and still be so hungry because your body's not getting any nutrition out of it. So while it would be nice for our body just to hear calories as calories, that is not how the hormones that regulate our appetite work. Our body knows what it needs to function, and it's going to tell you that you're hungry basically until you get it. So do your best this week. I'm looking forward to seeing in the comments below how you get your fruits and vegetables in. If you need some ideas, let me tell you a little bit about what I do. My breakfast right now includes either apricots or peaches. Stone fruit is pretty well in season. It's a little early, I think, but it's pretty well in season here where I live right now. I'll have some berries or dried apricots with macadamia nuts for my morning snack, and then lunch and dinner are basically the same for me as far as veggies. 2/3, maybe 3/4 of what I'm eating, maybe the whole thing, is vegetables. I make a big power bowl, people are calling it now. It's a plate of food. I'll use cooked greens or cooked asparagus as the base, maybe some zucchini. Not necessarily like noodles, but you could. I keep it really easy. I always have 2 or 3 different kinds of veggies prepped and very mildly seasoned, ready to go in my fridge, like zucchini, greens, asparagus, peas, roasted broccoli, roasted peppers, something that's ready to go, so that I can just toss it in a sauce or kind of eat it as is with a little lemon juice and olive oil, and there we go. I succeed because I don't worry about making it fancy. I don't worry about everything being a recipe. Right now, I just made some tofu tacos, and I put some lightly fried tofu triangles with a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, which is it's not the best, whatever, in corn tortilla, and I put some of my stewed mixed greens on there. Is that a recipe? No. Should it have had some hot sauce? Yes. But I got my veggies in. And right now, that's all we're worried about. The people who really eat healthy lifelong, they don't always eat recipes at every meal. They're not really on Pinterest. I bet if you asked a food blogger how they really eat, or go look at their days when they post what they really eat, you're gonna see a lot of what I'm talking about. Greek yogurt with something thrown on it for nutrition, something that's kind of like a salad, kind of like a power bowl. Sorry, I put that in quotes. It's not my favorite term, it's just food. Right? What do you say, dog? He left me. He didn't want to eat his vegetables. Even my dog, he eats frozen green beans. So, I have more tips. I have a list of over a dozen ways to get your fruits and veggies in. He's getting his lizards in. I have over a dozen ways to get your fruits and veggies in, linked in the blog that's down below in the down bar. That's it. I'm gonna turn it over to my dog. Have a great week 4. We'll see you next week for week 5. Make sure you subscribe so that you're notified. Hey dog.